Hi guys. So it's September 17 and it's really early in the morning. I just literally woke up. Um, I thought I'd come to the woods and do a little reading over here, and I'd rather do this early in the morning because I feel like the best time to kind of have my work done is super early. That way nothing is kind of left to the last moment and everybody is happy. So I'm using basically my phone camera. I'm going to be having to hold on to this phone the entire session. um, so this video is we're going to name you Tara. That's not her real name, but that's what we're going to call her for this reading. So Tara has come to me and she is seeking guidance for spirit totems or spirit animals. Um, she's very interested in knowing more about this topic, and she just wants to know how she can connect with hers, how she can find out what her spirit animal is, and how to embrace the relationship. So I just like to say every single human being, well, actually, not even just a human being, but every soul is assigned numerous guardians, not just spirit animals or spirit totems, but we are assigned many different spiritual guidance and help. Unfortunately, most humans do not know how to tap into this wonderful gift that Mother Earth and God has gifted us with so that we may align ourselves with and listen to in times of need. But then again, you have someone such as me to kind of do that for you and teach you and guide you every step of the way. So I will start off by talking about myself, um, just so that helps you out a little bit. When I was a little girl, we grew up in a little village. At the time, it was a village. It was a very small village. Right now, it's changed. It's become into like a city, basically, in Canada. And because I guess it was like a really small village, there was a lot of trees and wildlife around the neighborhood, behind our neighborhood. And I remember before going to sleep every night, my sister would come and tuck me in. My sister's about 8.5, 9 years older than me. And I'd always hear, hoo, hoo, right above our window. And she used to scare the crap out of her because nobody in my family is a fan of owls. But with me, I always felt like this. I'd wake up and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh," like as if it was like a family member or somebody that I haven't spoken to in so long is trying to contact me. It kind of felt like a family member from the States or like Europe or the Middle East or something looking for me and like a phone call or something. That's what it felt like for me. Even though I couldn't see the animal, I could feel it and I could feel its message and I knew it was trying to get to me. So long story short, my mom as well, she's always been afraid of owls. I There's this story about how owls, they come and they kind of freak you out and they give you a message and sometimes it's not good. Um because they see in the dark and they see the unknown, what most people kind of close their eyes to. Basically, long story short, before I get into a huge topic, um, the owl is one of my spirit totems. Now, you have many more than just one. Depending on where you are in your life, depending on things that you have to accomplish and things you need to face in your life, you are going to keep attracting a certain type of animal in your life that is trying to get your attention so that it may guide you. For years, because I was raised, I'm a little girl, I've always been intuitive, I've always been psychic and a mystic and whatever, but I've always been taught that it's wrong to tune into certain aspects of our spirituality because of the religious background that I was born into. So basically, the owl followed me up into last year. And as you guys know, I do have two owl tattoos on me. One is on my left thigh, and the other one is on my neck, right here. And this one right here is basically, I went through, I was called into a shamanic community, and they basically gave me something to accomplish for the entire community. And I was told that I needed to get some healing done for a group of basically 20 people. So how this works is a shaman goes into trance, and trance for different shamans basically means something different. It's not going to be the same thing. For me, it's a certain state of meditation level. It depends on how you align yourself. For me, that's what it is. I mean, I don't take any drugs in terms of like herbs or like mushrooms. Some shamans, that's what they need to do because that works for them. But for me, because I am so gifted with seeing the unseen, all I need to do is align my heart, my body, and my mind into a straight line. Some of you are like, what is she talking about? I'll make a video about that. And I can basically go places and see things and get answers for people as well as myself. And yeah. So basically, I won an award because everyone involved received a healing, as well as myself. So any part of myself that was left unhealed, the owl healed it for me and helped me, because the owl played a huge role in guiding me every step of the way there. Now, what is the owl to me? The owl is not just a spirit totem and a spirit animal for me. It is actually my shadow self. So yes, if you are ignoring your shadow self, you will attract either certain type of people into your life, or you will attract animals into your life, or spirits, or whatever you want to call it. So basically, by me explaining this to you, I kind of hope you understand what I'm trying to get at for you. But I mean, don't go looking for a spirit animal and feeling that, oh my gosh, because I see, or I feel attracted to this, perhaps it could teach me something. Yeah, but at the same time, it cannot teach you something if you are going and looking for it. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes if you go looking for something, something else comes across and helps you on your track. For example, on my path to acknowledging that my shadow self is the owl, I was attracting a lot of fox and frogs and butterflies and stuff like that. But it's good to do some research. I mean, you can Google the night away with everything these days. So if you Google a few animals, birds, insects even, and you find out what their message is, you will actually start to see that all the animals that you are seeing in your life, or have dreams about, or even see a lot of t-shirts and like photos and sketches and stuff on the web or whatever. If you do research, you'll see that there's an alignment of that they all have a lot in common, such as they can be nocturnal or intuitive, or some are wouldn't say secretive, but some are, they have a certain characteristic, like the butterfly's transformation. So the owl is basically sees the unseen, and afterwards, what I saw is the butterfly. So butterfly means transformation. So that's what was accomplished for all the other people. So it depends on many different factors. It's kind of like having a relationship with a guy or a girl. You learn your lesson, and what usually happens is you break up, you split up, you know, you carry on with your life, and you attract a different type of person in your life. It's kind of like the same thing. If you want to know your power animal or your spirit totem in terms of your life, spirit totem, um, usually that is the animal that is your shadow self. Because your shadow self can teach you a lot about yourself. Oh, we have gotten a bird here. Did you hear that? Someone's saying hello. They're up in the woods there somewhere. In the trees, I mean. There's no sight, but I feel the presence. Oh, there we go. That's awesome. Someone's listening. So yeah, because I don't, unfortunately, I do not give 70% off for healings. These are basically made for readings and stuff. If you wanted to do a shamanic journey with me, we would have to do that together in private. That's a completely different thing, and that's where you can actually go into trance or meditative state, and we can guide each other. I can guide you on finding out your totem. But I mean, it's not it's not a necessary thing. You do not have to do it. There's other ways to find out your spirit animals and your totems, and just keep your eyes open, you know. Notice what's coming into your life a lot. Notice I mean, you can go for a walk, and you can, depending on where you live and where, I mean, you're not going to go for a walk and find a deer in the middle of like downtown area or whatever, but believe it or not, that's actually happened to me, which does not make sense, but anyways, again, a different story. Um, yeah, so that will definitely help you out. Let me know if you feel that it's taught you anything. I mean, keep your eyes open again, like I said. I went out and I did a little. I went out and I did a little, like a little ritual that I sometimes like to do, and it's actually right in front of my house. I've planted a few trees and some flowers. We've got like a really beautiful long stem of roses, pink roses going on. Um, so I mean, this whole past summer, I've been attracting bees and spiders. And as I was doing it, did I not see a bee and a spider right next to where, as soon as I started my ritual? Now, the bee symbolizes the great goddess, um, the honey and the weaving, or yeah, and or sorry, the the weaving of the home that the bee makes for the family and the children. She symbolizes Venus and Aphrodite, so basically like a loving goddess. And as you guys, if you're unaware, my blueprint, every soul has a blueprint. You're born because your soul is only born once. My blueprint is the Hathor, an ancient Egyptian goddess of love, joy, and beauty. And basically, her Roman and Greek counterpart is Aphrodite and Venus. So there you go. All that means for me is basically that I'm on the right track, and my spiritual life purpose and divine life path, it's just a message to me that I'm on the right track, and that everything I'm doing is in an alignment, and it's going accordingly to what I'm supposed to be doing, and that I'm living my truth. And also the spider is also resonates with the bee, because the spider has 8 legs. So right there it symbolizes infinity. Infinity, infinite possibilities. Keep going. Live your life, live your truth. And the spider builds its webs, you know, This is much better now. The camera, like I can actually see my face, does not have any plants or tree shadows on my face. Like if I come forward, oh no, never mind. So yeah, it's very similar to the bee because they both build, and they are both fragile, yet they are very they can be poisonous at the same time. I guess that's kind of like what I am like too, right? Whatever, at least I admit it. Most of you have not seen my bad side because there's no need to. But I mean, we all have it. There's nothing wrong to admit that you do have a dark side or shadow self. When you admit it and when you bring it to the light, your shadow self actually thanks you in return and appreciates and works hand in hand with your light side because that's what they're meant to do. I mean, society and religion has taught us that everything is wrong and everything should be black or white. It's like this or it's like that. Suppress sin, this, that. It's all man made. It's all just a perception. If people start waking up to this oneness of what we are, I mean, look at this tree right here. We are not that different from this tree. Other than that, this tree probably will live longer than we do because trees can live up to like 1,000 years, if not more. But I mean, its feet are firmly planted to the ground, yet its leaves and it just goes up high into the ethers. And when we align our body, mind, and soul, that's what we're like too. You know, we keep our crown chakra open to God and Goddess and our ascended masters and everybody that wants to guide us here on earth. And we're never, ever alone. And just keep your feet planted on the ground and keep an open mind and definitely keep your heart open because if your third eye is open but your heart is closed, oh, that's not good. So I hope this helps you out, Tara, and good luck finding your spirit animal. So you let me know, and we'll definitely make another video in a little bit about that. So, or not even about that. You let me know what goes down, and we'll make another video about where you are in your next phase. All right, sweetie. See ya.